Alex Brown fractured a jaw at Harlequins last week, so with Marco Bortolami in Paris, Will James partners Dan Toohey at lock, a senior debut for Toohey. Captain Peter Buxton moves into the back row. Andy Hazel recovered from a neck injury at 7, and at number 8, out of position, Akapusi Ungera. Gareth Cooper and Willie Walker are the halfbacks. Ryan Lamb not quite ready for a return, but Jack Adams has seen off his shoulder injury. Anthony Allen with him at centre. The wingers, James Simpson-Daniel, back in England's thoughts, but not in the 22 yet, and Mark Foster. And James Bailey in this unusual position for him of fullback, so still a very respectable side despite all the problems. Brian Smith's London Irish arrive here believing the time is right for a Kingsholm ambush. And here is the selection of the Director of Rugby of the Month for February. Dan Murphy is his loose head. South African Farn Rautenbach on the tight. And David Pace at hooker. Should be a good contest this, with Tithrell, who used to be the emerging talent. No Nick Kennedy in the second row. He failed a fitness test on his ankle yesterday, so Kieran Roach is with captain Bob Casey. Argentina's Juan Manuel Leguizamon, Stefan Armitage and Richard Thorpe at number 8 make for a really quick breakaway trio. Warren Fury gets his chance at scrum half. Peter Richards injured, of course, and Paul Hodgson in Edinburgh. Mike Catt is fly half, the player coach. Seilala Mapasua back from a hand injury. Gonzalo Tiesi, the other centre, with Dylan Armitage out at the moment. Selosi Tangi Thakambau and Topsy Ojo, two pretty speedy prospects out wide. And Australian Peter Hewitt, who will kick today from full back. The replacements, lots to tell you about here for Gloucester. They have two hookers, Azam and Paul, having run out of back rowers, and two young lads, Charlie Sharples and Dan Norton, both England under-20 internationals and returning from Moseley on loan to help out at central office. Well, the rain coming down, and it's forecast to stay like this, but it won't worry London Irish too much. Nothing seems to worry them at the moment. No other side in the land having as good a run as this club. And they come here looking for Premiership win number 6 in a row. Unbeaten in all competitions since the turn of the year, and coming here to do a job. Very purposefully led by Bob Casey there. A man getting used to the winning feeling. How far can he take his team? And Mike Catt at 36 starts again at fly half. Owen Hickey coming back from injury on the bench.
Mike Catt not smiling at the moment, but he's been smiling the last couple of months. They love him as a coach. He's loving playing back on the field because everyone in this London Irish team just goes about and does their business well. They all do their individual roles extremely well. It allows him not to worry too much about his game, and London Irish results look after themselves.
Well, events elsewhere should have concentrated the mind for Gloucester, but winning going top. Actually, quite frankly, last week should have concentrated the mind. 4 tries away from home, yet a failure to win. Peter Buxton, brilliant play from him last weekend, setting up Ian Bolshaw, but not winning play. And James Simpson-Daniel, you feel essential that he shines again today if Gloucester are to prosper.
Very much so. He's their real cut and thrust behind that scrum. He's so intelligent how he plays, finds angles, finds gaps, puts men into space. Really well-balanced player, whilst up front, as you mentioned, Mr. Buxton has so much to carry on those shoulders. They are in danger of slipping down, whilst others come with a late run. They must win their home games.
David Rose takes charge, now firmly established in the Premiership as a regular and reliable member of the team at that. So Wales have won, Scotland have won, and in this league, so too have Bath. And that means for the first time this season, Gloucester off the top of the table. Away by Catt. We'll get our first line out. An area of concern for Gloucester in recent times.
Very much so. Opened the door back against Harlequins last week, where they did score 4 tries and managed to lose the game. tactics are normally pretty pinpoint. It's all about the lifters. It's a team effort.
Well, the team getting it wrong there. The overthrow. Tanguy Thakinba. Fury feeds Cat. Foster goes high towards the shed. Too close to the shed, out on the full.
Looks an ugly kick by Mike Cat, but he's very clever, isn't he? Don't go for the touchlines, it's marked up. Go up the middle. Ask the questions of the Gloucester back three, who aren't a kicking back three, and almost wait for the error to come and then pick them off. It's what London Irish have done this entire year.
Five. Come out, one hot.
Somebody's going to go. Dry already.
Go, because he's here.
Bound to play a role here.
Hold.
Puts out Roach, and the referee decides it's a London Irish penalty.
5. Too early. On the 15.
Bit too keen there, Gloucester.
Too early.
And it's cost them.
And Peter Hewitt from the back called it too far, not my kick. With the wind, with the rain, put them in the corner, build the pressure. Big role for Roach today. With Kennedy missing, we'll get to find out if it's all about Kennedy and London Irish or it's a team effort.
5's your mark.
See what an effective line-out London Irish have had this season. And Gloucester going towards the bottom of that particular table. Not the table that really matters. And recent form suggests that it's starting to unravel.
Hold.
Pays throws, finds his captain Casey. Much loved at London Irish.
Still advantage.
Players and supporters alike.
Hold.
Referee playing advantage here.
For exactly the same offence, of allowing the catch to come to ground.
Still advantage. Back we come, fellas. Hold it. Hold up. Number one that time. From the line out.
From the start.
From the start. Want people to come all the way down before we contest anything. That's enough. It's enough. I've just said enough. It just said that's enough. Not now. In a moment. In a moment.
As captain there by
on the 15.
He wants to move the game on. And
not now. Not now. In a moment.
Irish
I understand what you're saying.
that corner again, are they? No. Close is the decision.
Right, come here now.
In both instances, you see the catcher almost
Defence
moving along on a conveyor belt.
Early break the line
Not allowed to
I will
land.
deal with the second bit. I'll deal with the second bit. That's enough.
Setting his stall out early, the referee making sure they understand the rules he wants to play by today. There is interpretation, of course, with many rules in rugby. As long as the players get consistency.
Please make sure we don't close the gap to the balls coming on your own ball as well, okay?
Seeing on the rugby club saying it's
No.
a while
I've
to
dealt with that.
settle.
Did you see me out? On your ball, don't close the gap too early either. Yeah, don't go before the ball's thrown, yeah?
Family now. 5 penalty goals last week. And 3 against Worcester the week before. But on the evidence of that, you wonder how he got those. He is a much better kicker than that, but that's a very disappointing start for Hewitt.
It is indeed, and without doubt, one of the best overseas signings this year. He'll be hugely disappointed by that. The shed remind him, I think they were chanting donkey. He'll have to do better than that next time.
Walker's restart to his opposite number, Cat. Walker again. Puts everybody onside, it's a good chase. Leguizamon tries to drag it back in for London Irish. Fury, the London Wasp player, touched in flight with a London Irish ball. And scrum half getting his chance in the absence of Richards and Hodgson.
Very much you see the chase here. On days like this, it's all about how much you want the ball. Early on, great chase by Gloucester, but almost even better. Look at the work rate from the London Irish guys to get back and support their player.
That's fine. That's forward. Advantage.
It's gone forward, but Gloucester will play it and see how far they can take it. It's a some worrying early moments for the home crowd, but they are now settling with Gloucester getting their hands on the ball. Good catch from Leguizamon. Hewitt. Well, Foster let it drop. And in the end, responds well with a good kick of his own.
He recovers well. One of the lessons of the back three is try not to let these oval balls bounce. They'll go anywhere. Does it go out? He steps out. And yes, definitely on the line. Absolutely, that did go out. Touch judge has missed that. Gloucester got away with it. Foster probably blocking his angle. And the Shed weren't going to say anything.
And two knock-ons there first.
First one in the line by Green, then by Red, scrum.
And Irish got the line out. It did seem that ball had gone out. And as you say, the Shed suddenly hit the quiet button.
Come forward, come forward. Okay. Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
Full penalty. Went Ralton-back.
What was that, Rocco? Okay, mate, thank you.
Yeah, big opportunity for Nick Wood today. One of the youngsters coming through, not been called up yet on the England full squad front, but very talented individual. Occasionally say his legs go apparently from the scrummages. They say he doesn't quite scrummage a full 80, but my goodness, he's a ball-carrying prop, makes his tackles. On this occasion, wins the penalty.
So far, Saxon denied in South Africa by injury in the summer. Well taken by Will James, who's won 4 caps in recent times for Wales, went to the World Cup. This is better from the Gloucester pack. Accused of being soft last week against Harlequins. So no doubt they're brimful of determination. And technique as well here. Cooper drives them on the scrum half. Referee now has spotted the penalty offence, but Gloucester want more. Cooper out to walk, a little chip, it ricochets for Wood. They get more. Well, last week was entertaining for the neutral, but frustrating and potentially damaging for Gloucester. And they have come out this week determined to make amends. You could see that throughout the whole passage of play there. First try to the King's home club.
They may occasionally get away with being soft away from home. The home crowd will not allow that to happen here. Really well set up driving ball. The second piece of luck in a couple of minutes. The kick off Mapasua straight into Wood. The despairing tackle, but when you're that big and that close, you're not going to get stopped. Exactly the start they wanted after run of results they've had. A nice kick for Nicky Walker to give him confidence after his poor kicking display last week. But here's the ricochet. They've been talking, Allen and Walker have been talking all the time as that drive went through about that kick behind. Just the sheer mass of body weight takes him over.
Willie Walker with a chip and benefiting from the pinball, Nick Wood. James Bailey. Played once at fullback this season.
And he wasn't very well last night either. He's come up, he's put his heart on his sleeve, said, I'm fit, boss. I'll play. He's not renowned for his kicking game, but that's a great way to come back from a restart. Clean take, confident kick to attack the London Irish line out.
How many Irish?
Players missing for Gloucester all over the team, but particularly at fullback. Ian Bolsher, of course, out with England today. And let's not forget Ollie Morgan, out for a long time injured.
Hold.
Taken by Roach.
Yeah, Ollie Morgan, a really quality player, shoulder problems, hasn't he? Hope he gets back from that soon.
Hold.
He's back in light training. Fury.
Touch. No, it's touched, it's touched!
Foster, who was trying to call for the mark, but he was touched in flight. A bit of a shock when he learned that fact from the referee. Hewitt's kick, well, that is straight down the throat of Bailey. It's Leguizamon covering again, and he's going to have to cover very well. What's he doing? Adams, another ricochet, another try! Oh, Leguizamon, what was that?
I'd like a close-up to see if he grounded it, but Leguizamon's error has opened the door. James Bailey did so well. Put the kicking behind, the oval ball goes all over the shop. Do not know what was going through Leguizamon's mind. You have to go on the deck.
Well, David Rose didn't go to the television match official. He could have done. He was in good position again.
Oh, it's slow. I'd love to see that quicker. He was on the spot.
Conversion from Walker. It's 14-0.
Yes, good try, great decision. Saves us time going to the fourth official.
Well done, Adams. Well done, David Rose, too. But not Argentina's Manuel Leguizamon. And it's not the first time we've said that in London Irish colours, of course. He was terribly embarrassed by his showboating and the drop of the ball.
It was a lot of fun, though.
No,
He
stop.
failed to score a try at the Medoshki Stadium. This time he gave one away. Aside from that, he's one of the world's best players. And here he is again. Cat.
Out you come, out you come!
And now Leguizamon chasing. You can understand why he's pumped up. He had made such an effective start to the game as well. Cat again.
Move, move!
Has to chase his own kick. There's Ungira. Very clever.
Always aware of what's on. His first instinct is to run. But Bailey's isn't to kick, and he's put that ball out.
Very much as you see with James Bailey, he uses his left leg to stand on. Here's the error, the ball bouncing. Always kicking it into the space to recover. Oh, another piece of fortune. Hits the post, slows the ball down, because Jack Adams' hack through was clearly going dead. Gloucester making the most of their luck, making it count.
6! Go, 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 go!
Well, you don't do that in Buenos Aires across the penalty area, do you?
You do not play across the back four.
Option! Scrum!
Have to take the scrum.
E15, boys. Okay, last
Makes
time
it
the
very
touch is what
difficult
you use
for
in
Irish in
mind as
these
well.
conditions, this
Okay,
rain. You have to
most
play
of you bottom
catch-up
on the
rugby
bottom of the
rather than
arm.
potentially the simple
Crouch!
point-scoring rugby.
Pause, engage! Hold 7!
Cooper's service.
Hold, leave it, don't bother, don't bother!
I've seen Anthony Allen just moving from 12 as a sort of decoy, a protecting man as well, to allow
Rocky,
the space
touch these two bodies.
for Willie Walker to get that ball to touch and find a good touch. Let's go to the studio and say hello to Mike Tyndall. What do you make of the start, Mike?
Yeah, we couldn't have asked for it anymore, really. We've had a bit of bad luck over the last few weeks with bouncers not going our way, and I don't think we can argue with how it started, really.
How's your liver, Mike? How's your rib? How's your thorax junction? How's your spleen?
Yeah, they're all hanging in there by a loose thread, but they're still there.
Keep playing.
Man, good man.
Well, Gloucester certainly in this match not hanging in by a loose thread. That's some start, 14-0.
Not from the
Mike
side,
Tyndall
too
in the
red.
studio.
Leave it, don't bother!
Long way to go yet, because in the bank, London Irish have recent form to fall back on. Ojo tried to take it quickly, whistle will go
First off green.
on forward.
Forward off green, in the air. Forward
There's
first.
one part of London Irish game that does not deviate no matter what the conditions. Any opportunity to play quickly, to throw in quickly, to speed the game up. It's exactly how Brian Smith wants his team to play.
No, sorry, boys, we've got to come in 5. Come all the way in. Crab across. Got them. Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Ongera.
Hold.
To the Ojos.
Out,
Never
keep
easy
coming.
to take in these conditions or in front of the shed either. Didn't quite get there for the kick.
In the air. Easy,
David
easy,
Rose
don't.
decides he was taken out.
A little bit off the ball, seemed a bit harsh there. Leguizamon, the fiery Latin temperament, has to have a last word, doesn't he? He's got himself into trouble.
Calm down, shut up. Calm down. I don't need you.
Quite
I
right,
don't need
Mike.
you.
Get rid of your team.
I just
Let
want
the referee have
you.
a quiet word and sort this out.
And you. Time off, please.
You were right in front of him, so.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. Right. The original penalty was going to go with you for the take in the air. I want your number 8 because then he went forward with the head in a manner which was unnecessary and led to that situation there. No. I'll talk to him, but the penalty can be reversed against your 8. Thought you'd have to Boyd, nothing to do with it. I'd like you here, please. And also I'd like your 6, please. Come here. Just be quiet. Right. The penalty would have been against you. You then walked up, nothing to do with you, and you know what you did with your head, all right? Away. You don't come in and get involved. That's enough of that, okay?
Stamping down his authority early, isn't it? It'd be good to see what sort of head movement there was from Ongera. Don't see a lot wrong in that.
Will, calm down.
Wasn't much room for debate. David Rose, certainly, as you say, was firm in his decision making. He obviously was convinced that was aggressive and dangerous from Ongera. It's given Irish a perfect chance to get back into things. 4.
Three rounds! Wait. Don't drop it, Gloucester! No, leave it!
They're going forward, crabbing a little bit.
Leave it round! Side entry.
And a penalty for coming in at the side.
Okay, time off, Graham.
Just taken the sting out of that Gloucester start, hasn't it?
No quick
Really
ones.
well set
No,
up
don't need
more.
you. Come here. Yeah. Right, listen. Wasn't for that bit there, okay? Because you did make an attempt to move away. Yeah. Right, but then after that, we've got players coming from the side. That's enough in this region, all right? Have a quick chat because tolerance has gone. Time on.
And just what London Irish need to get back on the score. It's to get on the score, but never mind back on the scoreboard after Hewitt missed that first sitter. The ball's on the deck, in the side, over the top, off their feet. And I see who's pinged. He's pinged Buxton, has he? Pinged Peter Buxton for entering from the side.
Okay, because I'm dealing with it. What I don't need is all the other things going on. Calm heads. That's your responsibility, not mine. Okay? Listen. I don't need the extra bit. Yeah? I'm just talking. Calm heads, okay? No problem, just remind him, because he won't tell you, I'm telling you. Yeah, no, that's why I just dealt with it.
And with David Rose in the background as he talks to the London Irish players. Meanwhile, Peter Hewitt.
I did that time.
He missed the first one, but he was never going to miss that. It was a perfect kick for him to get back on the horse. And it's 14-3.
Yeah, settles the London Irish nerves as those two blitzkrieg speed tries. Gets them on the board, away from home, gives them something to cling on to. Now they need a good restart. They let the first restart of the game bounce. They can't allow that to happen again.
One victory in 10 visits here in the Premiership for London Irish.
That's fine.
Count.
That's fine.
He won't be alone in that statistic, of course. Very difficult place to win for any side.
Really blustery, isn't he? You saw Mike Catt normally 50, 55 metres on his kicks there. He's almost just trying to get it off sideways. You watch him now, Catt will defend in at blindside wing.
Back out. Full green, move. That's one half, that's one. Last feet, four, move.
It's a grabbing, rolling ball.
London Irish done well. They've got bodies behind it. Big, bulky men in Bob Casey and Routenback.
Cooper. Walker.
Oh, poor kick, almost gone backwards.
Roach offloads to Routenback.
Leave it, Red Rock! That's fine, he's fine.
Fury is caught, but he does well to get the ball away to Mapasua, who's very direct in his approach. Didn't really have played with his hand last week, but it was needs must. He did a good job for his team. Kicked by Hewitt. And Walker, who didn't do such a good job last week. In Gloucester colours. But he'll be pleased with that. And it comes forward from Hewitt. And is this another mistake leading to a Gloucester score? Well, no, because Gloucester not gone in the tackle. Leguizamon sweeps that one up. Just made that one howler. So what a howler it was. Mapasua to Fury. Tangitha Kambao.
Rock! Hold.
And from Roach.
Rock! Hold.
To Cat.
Hewitt normally so solid on those high balls, and the wind just enticed him. Can he get there? Can he get there? He couldn't quite get there in time. There it goes. Drags Hewitt forward onto it. Oh, right down at his toes, and then it falls into Tui's hands. And is he another of these modern second rows who run the 100 in about 11.5 seconds? So quick. Croft, Jones come to mind.
No. You're already closing before the ball. No, that's enough. Stay open.
In the absence of Alex Brown,
That's
Dan
fine
Tui
there,
could
that's
become
fine
a
there,
very
stay there.
important figure for Gloucester
Don't move
in the
across.
run-in. Over the next month or so, while Brown recovers from that surgery to his jaw.
Hold. That's fine.
And it was Tui again winning that ball. Allen.
Hazel straight on it, and inside centre's best friend in the back row.
Cooper. Tittrell, who would play back row if there was an injury to Hazel. He'd have to move back.
Great ball, great ball.
Bailey. Oh, good tackle from Tangitha Kambao.
That's what's known as taking the wrong option. Simpson Daniel outside him.
Allen.
Leave it.
Cooper. Walker. It's flying around again. Oh, they come in threes. Foster.
I think he was offside. On the ricochet, but is it a charge down or was it a punt through? He's taken it well, it's bounced nicely for him, and he certainly won't complain. Mike Tyndall's talked about them being unlucky with a few bounces. Well, they're using them all up today. Here comes the kick from Walker. Right, there's the kick, and he's a yard in front of him. Mapasua, watch Mapasua pointing it out. He was offside.
It was close, but it was offside.
And it was Tui who put the little nudge through.
And Willie Walker kicks his third conversion of the first 23.5 minutes of this match.
With Gloucester, good drives, good set-piece play. They've deserved some points. There's the charge down onto Cat, and then here's the kick. Now as he kicks there, it's tight, but he's in front. He's definitely in front.
And Mapasua knew it. And as Foster scores, Mapasua is spending time with the touch judge.
But they don't change their mind, do they? It was well spotted by Mapasua as well. Tui having a cracking start to the game.
And the ball follows him from the restart. 3 tries and 3 slices of luck for Gloucester. And Leguizamon doesn't even think about the quick one there. Slouching of the shoulders, London Irish need to pick themselves up. They'll be thinking it's not their night.
Really impressed by Walker's kicking game as well from the restarts. He favours the end-on-end punt, but doesn't lose too much distance. Pushing London Irish back. And there's our man Tui. Looking, watching, see if he can steal a line out. At some stage, and he's warned them twice. At some stage, surely you've been them for consistent infringement on exactly the same penalty.
Casey is perfectly placed to make that point.
Just don't look at me, look at them.
Lock and captain.
What a beautiful kick. Just makes it look easy with age, Mike Catt. Yeah, watch him, he goes, he's high in the air. And before that, they start... Oh, now then. Is that his own man? Is Richard Thorpe holding him up?
That's fine. That's fine. In 15.
Given, and here's Fury to Tanguy Thackenbach.
Leave it red, let it come. Leave it red.
Solid effort there from Gloucester in defence. Catt.
Too far.
Mark,
Straight to bait.
You're on it.
No problem calling for the mark that time.
Good positioning from the young fullback. Normally a winger, as we've said. Don't want to get caught out of position, give Mike Catt too much space to aim at. He's tucked in behind his centres. If they went wide, he'd have shifted and tucked in behind Forster. There he is, waiting for it. Easy, makes it look so easy.
Important times these for David Pace.
That's fine.
Movement at number 2 for England.
I couldn't see it.
And that's another miss at the line out.
Roxy, thanks. Leave it green.
The judge took gone backwards and Andy Hazel drops on it, makes it his own.
And on the Gloucester line, Adams. Hewitt. Covered by Walker. Read that beautifully. Saw that he had to fill in behind his winger. Irish throw.
Yeah, Adams, he's worked the ball on foot, has worked nicely this time. It just popped up on the third bounce to Hewitt. Another well-positioned fullback.
Okay, mate, thanks. Good call, Bucky.
3 tries in 5 matches since his return from Moseley for Jack Adams. More like it from Pace.
6 left! 6 left, move!
Simpson Daniel.
Without any balls so far, he's done the basics well. He's down, Tanguy Thackenbach early, he's taken his up and under. And there's another really clever kick down the 5-metre channel from Walker.
Hewitt.
Yeah, it's okay, he's inside.
Down a similar channel, but taking that one towards touch and does.
Another classy kick. He really is a top player at fullback. Here's Simpson Daniel up in the air, knows he can't get taken in the air, turns his back, makes sure there can be no knock on.
They're on their mark. You create the space. No.
Ashton, I think, will have questioned how many games he can put together in a consistent run, and he's come away and he's done that.
Hold it.
We were speculating before the game that for Gloucester to fire, Simpson Daniel had to fire, but it's hardly got to him. It's in different directions, all manner of directions, to be honest.
And then he had an effect. Told to move, and then he had an effect.
And into Gloucester.
Enthusiastic London Irish back row. In there's
Let's just clean the competition and put the line out, okay? That means
Thorpe
when
and
they come down,
Gleeson, as
where
you
you go
rightly
when you
say,
come
really
down.
pacey
Be very
young
careful.
group of
You
men.
And number 4, okay? Go over there, 5 yards in, mate. Don't keep showing me
Tough
bad
kick for
numbers. Have a
Willie
look.
Walker.
You
Will he
count
go
numbers
for
as
one
well.
of his Carlos Spencer bananas? Looks like it.
Well, trying the lot tonight is Willie Walker, full repertoire, and it's a good bounce back, isn't it, from his disappointing display, certainly kicking at the post last week for Gloucester, and Dan Toohey continues to impress.
Hasn't he just? What a great start.
In 15.
Walker's kick was like a 3-iron from number 3. Beautiful.
3. He's legal.
We'll go Gloucester again. Look good in this department.
Haven't they just? Yeah, they haven't looked good for the last 4 or 5 weeks in this department. They've clearly Hogg, the forwards coach, has worked so hard with them.
Looking to rediscover that consistency of performance. Jolted by the news that Bath have won, no doubt. Oh, that's lost by Cooper. For Gloucester losing top spot. And Simpson Daniel is called back because of the knock-on. And he's denied that first run. But he's still in the locker. And he's still a very useful man to have there.
Very much so. Cooper was he was working the short side. He wanted the 2-on-1 with Fury. It was a good tackle from Thorpe, which made it break free. Dropped down the pecking order, hasn't he, in the Wales plans. Otherwise, Lawson goes away. Does his bit for Scotland. There's Hogg on the right of your picture next to Dean Ryan. Carl Hogg works so hard with the forwards. Dean Ryan, he hasn't shown much anxiety this year, but you must begin to think that he'd be worried about his side slumped in form, really.
He got pretty wound up after the Bristol game, didn't he? He didn't think there was the show of character that he would expect from his players.
Good low body angles, legs pumping, ball work to the back in, swinging wherever the ball goes. Cooper, you can see, chatting away behind. There he is, just had a look first of all with Simpson Daniel, and they go again, they regenerate.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage!
He puts in as replacement for Watson in the 2005 final. It's a penalty, it's taken quickly by Ongera. He does love a run. It was kickable. There's a scrap off the ball, actually. Referee's now seen it.
Pace and Titchell.
Two hookers.
Don't go in! Don't go in! Away! Don't do it! Away!
And it's caused some damage.
Oh, that's a big catch above his eye.
Move away!
Big scrum.
Now we've got Casey and James.
Away! Move away!
Often the forward's technique, if it breaks up a little bit, make everyone involved, make it difficult for them to pick someone out.
Okay, you got a flag there, Bucky.
You've got the captains out of the Western, now they're Casey and James.
Right,
and they
both hookers. Okay, I'm going to talk to those two first. Time is off. We're going to go back to the penalty for not 10 anyway. Right,
Sheriff
time off.
David doesn't quite sound right, though.
2 hookers, please, and 2 captains. Both hookers and captains. Bob, and number 2, please.
Sir, just the scrum went out.
Oh. Right, we're going to have to get you sorted out with blood. Yeah. Okay, so Bruce, the hooker's going to have to get sorted for blood, so we need a blood replacement. Right, Touch's report, no flag. You two just get it up and rest it on the floor. That's what he saw, that's why it's no flag. However, after that, we've got ill discipline from both sides. People rushing in, unnecessary, okay? You go back now, talk to your players, go back for reasonable penalty for not being 10, all right, for coming up at the scrum. Go and talk to them quickly, you can get replaced. Back over there. That's talk to your players, not me. Your players, not me.
Need to receive some treatment for that. Referee decides it's a bit of a 50-50 situation. You see it on the corner there. Yeah, pace goes for Tittrell.
What a grapple, really, isn't it? But where does the cut come from if it's just a little bit of a cuddle? It's a big scrum from Gloucester. They've clearly been fired up with this week. Wanted to stop the rock.
And now Gloucester have decided to kick for the post. And Guerra took it on first time. In the end, all it led to was a scrap.
Fury did quite well, sort of just crept in, knocked 10, slowed it down, under the radar.
Well, was he 2 from 7 last week, wasn't he, Walker? so far this week, impeccable. 24-3 as we start to approach half-time.
Well, 24-3 may flatter Gloucester a bit, but they're well worth their supremacy so far. There comes the scrum, big scrum, going backwards, Rotenbach, facing upwards, pace, facing upwards. Where does it start? Oh, just a little knee, wasn't it? Tittrell just had a little nudge and reminded him. Azam will calm it down.
Yeah, he's no sheriff. Walker. Well, he could see a way out of trouble. OJ back to his feet. The jeers just increased. Look at the keenness of Bailey flying out the touchline for the quick one.
I don't think Walker could see a way out anyway. I think he just realised that the London Irish press had put him in a right old hole, and rather than get caught, just hoof it and rely on your chase to get you out of trouble. That's what they did. They chased enthusiasm. Now Azam, here it is. Here's a test for him.
It's a shocking start, really is.
He does bring so much to Gloucester in the scrum and in his ball carrying ability, but oh, it just lets him down come the back end of the season.
Electric groan there went around the ground.
Leave it red.
They absolutely love him, but even the shed begin to patience wear thin.
Leave him.
Pace.
Leave it red. Go away.
It is the hooker's basic skill, isn't it?
No tackle.
Martin back on the floor.
Just a
Fury.
tackle. Just a tackle.
That's an interesting little kick in the way it bounces. Foster trying to cover and can't take it.
Yeah, advantage. Gone forward. Move red. Advantage.
Umpires Casey.
Advantage penalty. Penalty advantage.
Off the floor to Ojo.
14 not
Mike
moving.
Catt.
Move 3.
There's London Irish look for something more meaningful than 3 points, but
Wait.
they are going to
no.
get it, but in a
Second
different
advantage
way.
there. Number 3.
David Rose
Not moving. Had enough of this.
has
Away.
lost his
Go
patience.
away.
He's
Go.
had enough. Here we go again.
Someone's going to the bin, aren't they?
Time off. No.
Will Azam and Rotenbach join them for the afters.
Please.
So you can see that's what
Away. Away.
on your own side.
Oi, oi. Away. Take him away. Take him away. Away. I've got a flag there as well.
It's more than niggly
I've
now,
got a
isn't
flag
it?
there as well.
And the flag's coming from the
Come
far
on, Martin.
side. The touch judge seeing something.
I think we've seen the same thing. Yeah.
David Rose convinced. I think they've all seen the same thing. They're just getting their story straight.
Yeah. They just escalated that.
Yes.
The original yellow card was going to go against 3 for not rolling away here.
Yeah.
It's now going to go against 16.
That's right.
Just vote the captain up there. That's enough for that. Okay, thanks, mate. 16. No, not you, not you. 16.
Olivier Azam
16.
has got his mate Jack Forster off the hook.
Right, the
Forster
original
was going to
penalty
the bin.
is against number 3 here and for not rolling away. He would have got the yellow card. This man's come in and inflamed the situation unnecessarily. We just spoke up there about the same thing. He's going to the bin. Oh wait,
What
off
I
you
don't
go.
understand, number 3 was going to go to the bin. It's irrelevant what happens after. Number 3 was killing and not rolling the ball, not rolling away from the ball. He has to go for the original offence that he was going to sin bin him for. If Azam then compounds that by dirty and illegal foul play, he then goes for that separate incident. There it is. There's Forster lying all over it, not making any effort.
Because if you take that to the
There's the
nth
hand.
degree,
There's the hand
it's
going to
in
the pocket.
We all
there
saw
it is.
that.
He has to go now for that.
If you take it all the way through, Will, you know, to an offence which clearly gets a player into a sin
over
bin,
there.
like
Yeah,
a punch,
that's fine. I got him. 15.
you know, that has to be punished. So
There-
if
15 was
yeah,
the first
Forster's
one,
original
then
offence had
3,
been a punch, then he would have gone to the sin bin.
You can't just keep going and say what was the last offence that happened.
Correct. Yeah, Gloucester are down to 14 men. They've lost a hooker, Tittrell, to the blood bin, and his replacement, Azam, to the sin bin. And Peter Hewitt gets the 3 points, and perhaps just as well that Gloucester went in the game with 2 hookers on the bench.
Well, Jeremy Paul come on so that there will be contested scrums as opposed to uncontested scrums. And what exactly happens? That we think we've just come into it at the end of it. What's he done? Has he done it? He come in and push Cat. I think he started on Mike Cat.
Thorpe.
Move, quick, red! Hold! Hold there. No.
Fury. A lot of incident in this first half. Lots to talk about at half-time. For the guys in the studio.
There's your mark. Keep the space.
Here he is walking towards it. Is that it? Well, that's it, and then grabs him by the neck. Just has tried the referee's patience too much. On its own, not a yellow card. As a cumulative effect of all the shenanigans, yellow card.
Cooper to Walker.
It's a
Allen
good
going
kick.
down the middle. Cat, as safe as you can be, and off quickly. That's good vision from Cat. Tanguy Thakenbauer is trying to get there. Cat goes for the boot, and it's all about Bailey's pace now at full back, and he's done very well indeed.
Oh, counter pressure with pressure. It was a good kick. They should have blocked up, allowed him nowhere to go. Cat saw the half opening. There he is, takes it well, sees the opportunity. Jack Adams backs off. They keep backing off. He keeps taking the space. Clever kick. Gives Bailey no option. Huge opportunity for Irish now just before half-time.
With the extra man.
Okay.
The first half of Roach. With Kennedy's replacement. Could change the feel of the game, this. With Irish score here. Could argue that it's essential for them that they do, but they've proven in recent weeks they're never out of anything.
Got the penalty. Andy Hazel came in from the side. But they're desperate for the 7-pointer, not the 3-pointer.
Because that's when the complexion of the match changes. Armitage pushes Walker out of the way to get to that ball and to get to that line, and you can see how close they are.
Side entry, 7.
Nothing coming back from there. Penalty.
Cat gets his hands on the ball.
Yeah.
With Warren Fury to have a look. I think
Don't. Do you want scrum?
they'll go for the scrum.
Scrum.
They know they're a man down, Gloucester. Jeremy Paul now has to come on. Oh no, wait a minute, Tittrell's
Who's
back.
going?
Paul's all right. Tittrell's
Red, he's back on. Who's going?
from behind the curtain on the stage.
And
on the
Aguirre.
left-hand side.
Aguirre makes way for him.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
So this is where London Irish really could make this extra forward count. And everybody knows it.
So it's an interesting call there for the scrum. I know they're down to 7, but the power of Gloucester's scrum not 6-7 minutes ago was enough that you thought surely they would go to the line-out.
Oh, yeah. Stop. We've got blood here. Bruce.
The line-out, you can
That's a
shift
stop.
the point of attack. You can attack from a different area, front, middle or back.
No. It's piss it out.
Just wiping this up.
No, I want. No, don't need that. I want that
Dan
sorted.
Murphy is being attended to by
Just give me some
Rick Gieselman in a very
The
uncasualty way.
scrum half is so
My shirt, mop your blood
We've
up.
got a moving scrum, that's why I didn't go.
Sterile environment of a rugby field.
Can we swap this over?
So just a vest.
Wiped his nose 3 minutes earlier on that exact same shirt.
Sorry, Tony. Okay, mate.
Greased up and okay.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. No. Slipped.
He'll have to take a close look at this one. He deems that was a slip.
Shut up!
Last play of the match. Dean Ryan crowding around, wanting to get his side back in the changing room now at 24-6. It's the pickup from Thorpe. Gloucester did pretty well at that scrum. But the danger is still on.
They look hungry, don't they, London Irish? The intensity is lifted.
I know the importance of this moment. Fury, oh, he's going himself. Half time, and listen to this. And as Fury went on his own there, the scrum half, and he was taken in by 3 or 4 Gloucester tacklers. It was as if Gloucester had scored their 4th try of this first period, the way the Kingsholm crowd reacted. Like Simon, the rain continues to lash down here. It's a far from pleasant night at Kingsholm. We talk about the weather, but the supporters, the home supporters, aren't talking about the weather. They're talking about the half-time score, and they're delighted with that. You can see the effect. Well forward by James Simpson-Daniel. Chance, immediate chance for London Irish to get this all-important first score in the second period.
If the coach says one thing when you're 24-6 up, do not make an error from the kickoff. As you say, here's London Irish, here's Mike Catt, there's Mapasua, nice and flat.
Keep on, stay on.
Leatoa is on for London Irish in the scrum, the prop forward, Tonga Leatoa. He is number 18, but he won't be part of the scrum here now because Richard Thorpe has been penalised, and Gloucester have a penalty award and a chance to clear.
Andy Hazel does oh so well. Cooper makes the initial tackle, sort of bumps him to ground, and then Hazel straight in over the top. There's Walker with his banana kick again, but from the scrum. So there's the bump tackle from Cooper to ground. Oh, it's not Hazel, is it? He's straight in over. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hazel coming in, holding. Good work from the 7.
Fine, move out, get out! Move out!
Gloucester still working through a sin bin period. Olivier Ozam sent to the sin bin on the other side of half-time.
Fine, move!
Not seeing that reflected on the scoreboard as yet. The extra men for Irish.
Pass away, rock! Rock! Hold.
Cooper. Short to Tui, who's had some games, first Premiership match. Walker's up and under. Referee's got to get out of the way. Calls to Bob Casey. Catt. Didn't even look outside that time. Determined that he was going to go for the boot again. Really gets a second bite at it.
No 12!
Hewitt. Catt again. Once more to the boot.
No!
Walker's coming up, he won't make the catch, and then he's got to watch the bounce here. TS is after him, and he's tackled him very well. Cooper trying to scramble it back, but he's got swallowed up. In goes Hazel, that's an important little nudge from him. And Cooper's back on his feet. Hazel buying time for his scrum half.
Five, get outside!
Going to Catt again. Gizemont, good pace, trying to get away from Adams. Long ball out to Tanguy Thakambau, who's racing here. Simpson-Daniel, good tackle. And the flag is up. Thought for a moment Simpson-Daniel had lost his man.
Quality rugby all round, a really good box kick, well taken, moved across the middles. Leguizamon backs his pace, doesn't he? It was Jack Adams, an outside centre in front of him. Then to Taki Kakambau. And out of the shot, Simpson-Daniels bats down the handoff, goes low.
And he beats Mendes, Tony Fackenbauer has seen it all season, racking up players beaten on the stats chart, but he didn't beat Simpson-Daniel there.
What a great foot race it was.
Exhilarating play. Flores coming round, and coming round offside, says referee David Rose.
Bill Cooper had his hands on the ball. The Welsh scrum half suckered him nicely.
Stupid.
And as David Rose articulates nicely, a stupid bit of play.
I need you to calm down. I need you to stay on side and calm down. Wait.
As he receives the ball here, it's like, go on, take the outside. Can you catch him? Get in there. Oh. Wonderful. And a good decision from the touch judge.
And Guerra is back on for Gloucester. He was the player off because of Zam Simbin. Tittle was the specialist. Came on out of the blood bin, if you remember. All we didn't have was a green bin for the garden rubbish.
Not sure what Azam's stats will be in today's game.
Different ball. There's your mark.
His first line out wasn't too good. Threw a punch and walked off.
Still not contribute yet. Pace throws. Good contest at that line out. James trying to get across, but just can't. There's Armitage with a bundle of muscle. Thorpe. He's been one of the most rugged performers in the Premiership this season. Is Richard Thorpe. Armitage. Will James is putting himself about.
The whole of the Gloucester front five are working hard today. Good step from Matasua.
A lovely strong step from Mapasua. Powering off that leg. Referee holds out an arm. It was Fury who was being prevented from getting the ball that time. It was hands in the right.
This is stupid. The mark's here, and you know it. That man there, number 4. Point. Shot. Well done.
The shot at goal brought on by Matasua's wonderful step. Just leans into it and then goes the other way. Just, oh, brilliant. Just body feint, body swerve. Oh, Tui's had a great game, but he has no chance because his top half of his body said he was going one way and his legs said he was going the other way.
Again. Yeah, okay, but if it comes open again, temporary placement.
And his hand's all right now. And London Irish are delighted that it is.
Time on, Tony.
20 stone plus of Tongalea Toa.
If you talk about comebacks in second halves, Martin Johnson's words would ring in your ear. It's all about the first score. It's all about putting some doubt in the opposition's minds that the game's not over.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, mate.
That's why Hewitt simply has to get this.
No. Let's carry on, Kev. Thanks, mate.
Which he does. Bangs into the top of the stand. And London Irish, brave presence in the shed. Man celebrates. 3 points for Hewitt, that all-important first score, 24-9.
It looked lovely, lively, London Irish. James Simpson-Daniels' error from the restart, and since then, they've looked good value for those 3 points.
Walker's kick. Thorpe again.
Hold.
Fury. Cat. Many times in his long career has Mike Cat looked as if he's going to get charged down, but he never is.
Just drops it onto the outside of his foot. Suckers you into it. Just confidence, head down. Good work from Cooper. Trusting his swing.
perfect in a couple of ways. Top of the Kingsholm shopping list this week would have been exactly what we're seeing now from the Gloucester forwards.
Yeah, an over-reliance on their three-quarter line. Let's go back to some good old-fashioned shed Kingsholm rugby.
Cooper. Walker into midfield. Adams. Sort of back on his feet, trying to get it back. Just fails in that. Here's Hazel. And over the top of Leguizamon. Cooper to the shorter side. Siding tackle there from Leguizamon. He's made one howler, but got an awful lot right.
No, knock on. Leave it clean, leave it! Keep there.
Must have been driven back a little bit. Walker to get them going again. Out to Allen. Anthony Allen. Picks his way through so well.
Saw the front row in front of him. Thought he'd take the easy yards.
Walker's long pass. Oh, he's got to Ojo! Ojo will be away. Yes, he is. And now it's about Foster trying to get back, and Bailey too. But straight through the sandwich of tackles, which never come in the end. And Topsy Ojo scores, and London Irish are now in this game. It's official.
It was his break last week that set London Irish on their victory to Saracens. Again this week out of nothing. Allen took the easy yards. The ball came quickly around the corner. And Topsy Ojo with the London Irish. Wade leading from out to in. He sensed the danger. He shut it down. Oh, it was a perfect ball straight into his gut. Bailey comes from the left. Foster from the right. And he's got the sprinter's speed to finish it off. Great try.
And this is Topsy Ojo's first try in any rugby this season. What a wait for a winger. What a wait for a man who's so used to scoring tries. But he finished that one quite beautifully. And he's given Peter Hewitt a chance to cut the gap now to 8 points.
Can you just sense the nervousness around the ground? Suddenly, it's a different ball game.
But it's a ball game that, from an Irish point of view, needed every possible point to keep that pressure on, and Dean Ryan would have been expecting the full 7 there for Irish. It didn't come, the try would have hurt, but it could have been worse. Ojo away.
The previous phase they tried to work Simpson, Daniel, then it wasn't on, but they still weren't looking for him.
Kieran Roach can't take the restart. Remember, Gloucester on the edge of a bonus point for 4 tries, but the game is far from won yet. Walker's long pass to Adams again. TSC back on his feet. He felt it though.
I think Adams is hurt though. Stop the game, ref. Clash of heads.
Time off. Number 2, side entry. No.
Totally accidental.
No, he didn't. Away. Go away. Away, please.
An immediate treatment. And
no knock on, there was the bookie.
referee clearing the injured player
okay.
Jack Adams of the players and getting the experts out as quickly as possible. Looks like a nasty knock here for Adams.
Yeah, he was just trying to step Chiesi and clash of heads. There's the restart that Gloucester won back. Roach spilled it. Hungry for the 50-50 ball on the floor. There's Chiesi, another tough Argentinian tackler. We've seen Leguizamon all day. They've got such great technique, the Argentinians. They're one-on-one tackling.
I just said to their captain up there about, you've got back in the game pretty quickly. Yeah. Don't be cynical. When people are in good positions, I'm saying the same here to you guys as well. Don't get the guys to be calm. It's all technical stuff, Bob. Let's get them to be calm, okay?
I was with them there, and on my life, they knocked it on, so we thought it was our ball.
Yeah, irrespective of that, he's got to play to it. Yeah. Touchers had a good view of it. He didn't see that. He didn't see that.
The ball, yeah.
Touchers didn't see that way, okay? But you're still going to be technically disciplined as well. All right, mate? Great.
Well, that's a good sight to see. Not the
Bruiser, this guy's
blood
going to come
all be
off.
a possible broken nose there for Adams, but at least he's back on his feet. Oh dear.
Yeah. That's why mums don't like watching their lads play rugby. Oh, smash on the top of JC's head, straight into his nose. Mike Tyndall will tell you a lot about broken noses.
Blood. Yeah. Yeah,
My
it is, yeah.
goodness, it was a tough tackle that, wasn't it?
Come on, Tony.
Well, as Jack Adams goes off, let's hear the thoughts of Mike Tyndall, not only on the loss of Adams, but also the try that Gloucester have just conceded. Mike.
Yeah, not the best start. I suppose it's probably justified in the way the game's gone so far. Feel sorry for poor Jack, he'll have a nose like me soon. It's the problem with playing 13. Gonzo over there, I can see Will's nose from over here.
Which one's straight, son?
The same arguments we have, Will.
Just get old and boring in our old age. I love it.
As the conversations move to noses, I'm staying well and truly out.
Bruce,
Wants to have a
did you
penalty,
get my message about the ground stuff, if possible?
and it's Walker to take it.
Yeah, no worries, mate, thanks.
Well, there was a chance to take the sting out of the London Irish recovery, and Walker's missed that chance.
Kicked really well in the first half and just didn't quite catch that. Not the power to push it through the wind.
Okay, Tony.
Clark Dermody is coming on, and Declan Danaher for London Irish. And Charlie Sharples has come on for a taste of Premiership action for Gloucester in the absence of Jack Adams. He has got away with that one. He went backwards, understandably a little bit edgy underneath that first high ball, the young man, but he recovered, and he recovered pretty well.
Oh, he's got away with that. Got away with that. But then recovers well, chases well, brings his team a line out.
Oh, are you in? Is he in? Okay, let's go. Yes. Give it up, go.
2 fives there, Casey versus James.
Leave it, you two. Leave it, hold.
Goes from Fury. And that is more like it from Sharples. Another man who's been playing with Mosley.
Well taken.
Quickly by Irish, trying to find the tempo that they want to play the rest of this game at. TSC inside, Mapasua outside Hewitt. Oh, whistle gone. Because the referee was never happy with the move in general. He touched it on that far side in front of the shed. He's going to get the biggest cheer of the day.
Oh, you wouldn't know whether he's getting the biggest cheer of the day. Chicken or the egg, which came first? Did the cheer bring the line out back? Or did the touch judge make the decision independently, ignoring the 11,000 people stood by his left earlobe?
Well, we've seen a few officials in front of the shed lay a few eggs over the years.
Ah, what he's saying, sorry, my mistake, he's saying it's Gloucester throw-in because he took it, the young man Sharples took it in the air and landed in touch. My apologies, touch judge.
Don't close it.
He stood firm, and he was absolutely right.
If he hadn't stood firm, he'd have been in trouble.
4 green. 4.
Roach gone spewing out, but Hazel has control for Gloucester at the base. And Roach is required to try and stop the Gloucester drive. Hazel off to Cooper. Walker into midfield with Simpson Daniel. Now operating in that position with Sharples on the wing, Adams off the field. But holding on, says the referee. Mike Cat quickly put a bit too much boot on the ball, but he controlled it nevertheless. Mapasua was inside, he's lost it, boot goes in, and the referee decides That'll be a Gloucester put into the scrum, and I think Gloucester and Peter Buxton wanted to see
the man at the front, the red player at the front,
what
went down
happened after
first.
the hack downfield.
Hack downfield was caught cleanly by a London Irish player, and the referee, good decision. Simpson Daniel, didn't he just make that look so easy? So easy, sorry. There he goes. He's pushed on the outside arc, stretcher with his pace, steps viciously back. Gets done for holding on because the support doesn't help him out quickly enough, and bang, off his left foot, there he goes. When he steps, it's like he steps off a springboard.
A good snowboarder, wouldn't he?
Right physique, right height, right shape.
Cooper caught in possession. No, says the referee. Loss of binding, didn't stay down. Armitage.
He's been right at the heart of London Irish's good run. Stefan Armitage on that open side.
On your mark.
I think the best compliment I can play him is I'd really dislike to play against him.
Say the same about Thorpe.
Stefan Armitage is much more of a niggly way. Thorpe, you'd be irritated because his hands does you, kippers you, sends you up Muggs Alley, but Armitage is just a nuisance.
Converted centre into a flanker. Two, pulls it out of the sky again. Looking like a bit of a discovery.
Very much so, very much so. In a department where Gloucester haven't functioned, he's come in and done really well.
Crowd enjoying this. Buxton's got to play it now, if he's allowed to. Well, London Irish, there's James. Cooper. Penalty. Cooper will think about it, but not for too long.
He was sniffing around that blind side, wasn't he? And Gira and the young man Shartles were waiting. They worked it forward, they worked to midfield. Big carry from Will James, big carry from that front five. All came from that great line-out.
Yeah, no, I'm just dealing with it.
Was in there as well, wasn't he, with a carry?
We're dealing with it, yeah.
It's one of those days, the Gloucester backs, they were calling for it, they had something on. The Gloucester forwards thought, you're not having this, you're taking it forward.
When the lead man's at the front, what I don't want to do is see him on his own, just go on the floor in front of your own
His
player.
recent miss won't matter a jot if this one goes over.
Okay, might film before that, yeah? Just be careful who's at the front and what they're doing.
Which he does through the rain to register 3 very important points for Gloucester. Maybe could have had more. Mike Tyndall had a good view of the blind side. Mike?
Yeah, it's just, I think Charlie Sharples is in his first time with a Gloucester shirt on. I think if you look at that blind side, you get an experienced wing there, he'd be screaming for that off Coops, especially when the 2 forwards drop back there as well, and it's still on and it's still on. It's things like that you've got to try and pick up on, and they win your games and get your bonus points, and that's what we need.
The young man, when he gets a little bit more confidence, and I'm sure he'll be more comfortable about bossing around at season internationals. That's what he'll have to do.
Thanks, Bruce.
Clearing up there after the Jack Adams injury. Glos following Sharples. A couple of years ago, he's in the St Peter's School side that won at Twickenham in the Daily Mail Cup final, scored a hat-trick. They grow up quick these days, don't they?
Pedigree, that's called pedigree.
school and lose parts. Rugby seems to matter more than maths and English.
I don't know what you're trying to say about the local players, but I ain't saying it.
I'm trying to say that they love their rugby. I'm trying to say I quite like they've got a school around here.
Nice for Paul.
Pace. Clearly Thackendow caught. Not by AJ Simpson-Daniel that time. Chance here for Gloucester to go. Hazel's seen it. One more carries. Oh, he's still going himself. And then he lost it, and there were men waiting on the left all the time he was trying to find them.
Came from the intensity of the defence of Glos. They sniffed it. They're not going to let London Irish back in.
Long kick from Hewitt.
I kept thinking for Hazel, look for your support, look for your support, and he kept breaking tackles. You thought they're good done, we now let it go. And now let it go again. Oh yes, and then a good tackle from behind.
He was just enticed, wasn't he, to one more spin. There was a moment when he could have released, possibly there, but certainly here.
Good pace.
There.
Breaks away, yes. Men outside and isolated in the end, but good. There's Leguizamon again. He may have made a howler for the Adams try, but he has tackled his guts out.
That's right. Option. Option. Scrum.
No problem.
Okay. Okay.
Rears its head.
Send him on,
Gloucester's
please,
defence looks really solid. Here's the line out. Yeah, he's taken it with his right hand easily. That's the goal line hand. That tells you it's not straight.
Mike Prendergast is coming at scrum half for Gloucester. Gareth Cooper goes off. There's the former Munster man, and played in France with Bourgoin, didn't he, too, before coming here to Gloucester.
Yeah, we've seen him playing a few Heineken Cup games, haven't we, for Bourgoin. Tidy little player, neat player. Likes to play with a big pack. Command his forwards around.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
It has been an almighty tussle up front. Gloucester straining every sinew to get their reputation back as a pack. London Irish
Once he does that, you stay back.
have not been taking any backward steps up front this season.
And Gloucester realised the importance of closing this game out. As Bath keep on winning, they want one of those top two home slots. They've missed their opportunities recently when some of the big sides have lost. They want to make sure when Leicester lose today, they don't.
Oh, and then a bit of back chat, the collapse from Leotoa, and then the extra 10 metres. Probably not brought it within range in these conditions from halfway, but it makes the chance to go towards the corner a juicy option.
It does descent from pace. The London Irish hooker, David Rose, quick to clamp down on it, gives him the extra 10 yards. Now then, Gloucester, will they go to Tui and get one of those good driving mauls going they've had all day? You suspect it won't be coming off the top.
One more score, and in these conditions, surely it's in the bag for Gloucester.
Yeah, one more score takes them beyond 3 scores for Irish.
It's Tui again. One of the beauties of the international period where the new face arrives, and Dan Tui has certainly done that today. But ultimately, in this move, Gloucester lose control.
Yeah, just popped out the back, and they were slow to react on that occasion. So Bortolami with Italy. Brown injured. Up steps the young man. He's done that really well all day. He's looked comfortable in the loose and he's tackled well.
And very interestingly, Pendlebury not selected, left on the bench. Dean Ryan obviously has faith in Tui, just waiting for the right moment.
Stay in.
Trying to make something about this order again. Really pacey young man Tui. Likes to be in the open spaces, played a lot in the back row. Again, this new breed of the sort of back five of the scrum that are comfortable in any position.
Evens things out.
I'd say as the scrummaging prowess, that's the best way of describing it. Evens it out.
There's the onus on a side to drive forward, and that scrum wasn't going forward. As it stands the table, if Gloucester were to go on to win, they go back to the top of the table where they've been all season. Indeed, where they've been since the tail end of last season. Bath having won today, if you're just coming in, they beat Newcastle. Leicester went down at Worcester. Massive implications for Leeds. I imagine as Bristol at Headingley tomorrow.
Stay there. Hands out, red!
He gives them on, little shimmy. And strength to follow.
Does well, he's a powerful beast.
So it's this man, Mapasua. Too powerful on the kick. Well overhit, in fact.
They came round the short side, came back, received the ball. Good Gloucester defensive line in front of him. Wind going across that field. Takes it away from him.
Full line, fellas, on the line. Green, on the line. Move across. Green, the line.
Just all been in the wars, you can see in that first half. Fight with pace.
No chance.
The referee looked right down the barrel, and said not straight again.
Yeah, not straight, going to two, he went for the quick one.
Apologies there for the language picked up on the referee's microphone.
Touch. Pause. Engage. Nearly half. Hands on red.
You know what you do about it, really. You can bleep it out.
Oh, no, shows the frustration that Gloucester as their lineup begins to creak.
Slice from Cat. Good work. Taking it to Ojo. Cat didn't like it and was in midfield remonstrating with himself. Now he's got himself across, back into position.
Hold. Okay,
It's a better strike, but it's not going to work quite as well. Bailey. Searing pace as Bailey. Normally a winger.
Steps out of a couple of big tackles, does really well.
Prendergast to Walker. And he does well there too. What a good game he's had, and we've been talking about Tui up front as perhaps the shining light. But what about Walker at fly half?
Yeah, kicked really well, out of hands, from the floor, taking his points, missed one, but coordinated his team effort extremely well from fly half. Pulled some strings when on occasion he's had to use his backs, he has, but on the whole he's just moved his pack around the field.
no space in the back. Thank you. Yes.
Pace gets the space. And gets his captain too, Bob Casey. Bucky, by the way, is Martin Buck, who touched us, not Peter Buxton.
The referee's not asking the Gloucester skipper if everything's all right on the far side. Although on occasion down,
call, wouldn't it?
on occasion I've been down here and I've felt that.
Final 10 minutes. Cat.
Yeah, got it.
It's clever football that, because you think in 27-14 surely you've got to run everything. 10 minutes, plenty of time. build that score, put pressure on the Gloucester line out. It's starting to creak. They can nick a ball now. The decision to kick looks a brilliant one.
Irish won the meeting between these two in October. Almost went unnoticed because it was World Cup final weekend. Rare defeat for Gloucester. 2007, went in 2008. Prendergast. Well, Mike Captain really well again, nearly lost control of it, and it hurried him into the kick. And every catch is a good one tonight in these conditions. But Mike Catt will be very disappointed with the way it all ended.
You must be thinking, how did Mike Catt get there when it come from a line-out? The reason is they look after the old man, they defend him. Look, there's the line-out drive. Mike Catt staying out of trouble, nice and deep. Looks after his old legs, puts him in a position to clear to touch. Well taken.
Hold.
Gloucester had 24 points at half-time, so just the 3 in the second, and the 3 tries still stand without the addition of the extra one for that bonus point. Will it come now? Will be the perfect finish for Gloucester. Trouble for pace. The sin bin to pace.
Well, the descent won't have done himself any favours early on. The drive came through, he came in from the side. His argument may be, I'll have to have a look, maybe it was a one-man tackle and there was no one else involved. David Rose having none of it. Prendergast alerted the referee to the situation. And on the back of their driving line out in the second half, they're chasing that bonus point.
Yeah, win secure now. We know that as Walker kicks for the corner. We know that Gloucester know that. He's taken another. He deserves to set up the bonus point try. And here they go. David Rose looking. Will James putting the pressure on.
Time off, go upstairs. We're going upstairs. Away, boys. We're going upstairs. Away. Go away.
A really well-worked drive. Tui again. Under
Graham,
pressure
you hear
to
me?
take it. Took it well.
Okay, mate. Graham, is there any reason why I cannot award a try?
Now that is the key question, because as soon as David Rose said we're going upstairs, alarm bells would have been ringing for Gloucester supporters watching that. It will take a lot of unravelling, this one, but if there's no reason why it can't be given, Gloucester are going to get their bonus point try.
Very much so. Very much. He's on the mark. Ojo would be covering where the camera is, but as the decision, the question asked was, is
Just
there
in
any
case
reason
I
why
can't
it
hear
can't?
it, we'll just get confirmation, because it's really...
And this try is going to get given.
Graham Hughes is the television match official. But Hazel driving it on, so often is.
So the only reason he couldn't give it is if there's a knock-on. There it is at the back. Did see the ball. There it is, in the middle. Going over the line there.
It's an assist from Hazel. Don't think he's the try scorer.
Sorry?
Who is he taking over that line?
Would it be the hooker?
Tittrell, yeah. Looking around elsewhere, can't see Tittrell. just about everybody else.
Well, there's some big lumps blocking, isn't there? Tittrell's scrum cap. It's Tittrell's scrum cap.
It's Tittrell, red scrum cap, flash of red. But the bottom line is it's going to be a try, I think, because we can't see any reason why it can't be given.
Exactly that. That was the question.
I'll guarantee it, I will. I guarantee it, I will.
Yeah, I've got you, Graham. So, Graham, so what you're saying is there's no reason why I cannot award the try. Thank you very much, Graham. Yeah.
And the celebration from the bruised and battered Tittrell confirms
Thanks, Graham.
the bonus point for Gloucester. Andy Tittrell, the scorer, and he gets the King's Home salute.
The lovely throw. There's that man Tui under pressure from Roach. They get it down quickly. They work the ball to the back. There's Tittrell burrowing in. They peel it round to the right. Bob Casey was furious whilst that decision was being made. He said there's absolutely no way you could see that or give that. But Rose must have been convinced it had gone down, and with the question he asked, there was no other option for Graham Hughes to give but the try.
Well, today Stuart Barnes isn't watching.
Sorry? Yeah, no.
Walker kicks. He only has eyes for the posts. And when he looks over the scoreboard, he will like what he sees too. Gloucester now with a bonus point win and back on track.
After a torrid 6 or 7 weeks, this is just the win they required. A bonus point victory, get them back to the top of the table. Wasps and Quins will take points out of each other tomorrow. In good shape at the top of the table.
Taken by Ongel.
Ball's out, yes, ball's out!
Prendergast.
Play on. Cross forward.
Irish scrambling around now for and even a losing bonus point. Just a bit of consolation, try and finish on a high.
Hold. Kevin, stay the bodies.
Mike Catsdown really hurt himself.
Serious, stop. Stop.
Another injury
You see
of
anything there, mate?
significance here. We saw Jack Adams before. Thankfully Adams went off with seemed to be nothing more than a blooded nose, but Mike Cat there
Listen, Juan, if we'd have seen it, we wouldn't be doing this now.
in trouble.
Okay?
Man of the match today, well, we all thought it was revolving around Simpson, Daniel or Buxton, but a young man has made a fantastic impact on today's game. Dan Tui, line out takes, tackles, in the loose, scrummaging. Guinness, man of the match, a superb display. 12 line-out wins in the wet, absolutely superb. Guinness, man of the match.
Well, that will receive just about the universal backing, I would have thought, of the home crowd. Terrific performance.
Really has, in these conditions, his ability to grab the ball out of the air.
Injury, safety, yeah. Yes.
He had that break up the middle earlier, didn't he? Showed real electric pace. And he's made some cracking tackles. Vindicated Dean Ryan's decision to elevate him above Pendlebury.
Yeah. You're going.
Gives him some questions, which is exactly what you want from a young man.
Fucking need to go.
Oh, well, Mike Cat is furious about how his injury occurred.
Andy Hazel caught him, I think, just in trying to free up the ball.
Scrum down.
Well, it's good that, like Adams before, that Cat is walking away, but he is livid about how it happened.
He thinks he's been done, doesn't he? He thinks there's been a job done on him.
Maybe some repercussions on that one.
The ball came out, it came to Mike Catt. He looked to go wide, he then decided, no, there's an intercept on. He straightened, went through the middle. Tackles were high, as in holding him up, and Hazel's swinging arm. I do not think there was intent from the first angle I've seen.
Pause again. No.
They're just wasting our time, son.
So he straightens up, goes through. And Hazel's just coming in the tackle. He's a no-nonsense open side.
Free kick. Free kick. Play.
Didn't see any great intent there.
Certainly not. You may see it from a different angle from the angles we've seen so far.
Hickey's come on for London Irish. Has to get his shirt a little bit dirty. Well, this game has gone maybe a little bit bloody as well. Leguizamon coming to the short side with Ojo. More of a try in this second half for London Irish, but not enough in the end. Through the legs of Mapasua. Hazel comes through. Home crowd thirsty for more. Hickey.
Really hungry defensive line. Dennis Betts will be pleased with the way Gloucester have reacted to that Topsy Ojo intercept.
Taken quickly by Mackie. Replacement hooker. A total change right across the London Irish front row. Tossed by Leguizamon. Ball goes forward, and Gloucester have not only the ball, but the victory too.
Deserved. They've got an element of fortune in the first half, but they've taken their chances. The front five have really fronted up. The lineup has had its blips, but when they've needed to, Tittrell and Tui have linked well. Will James, big tackles in that front five. The backs haven't had much to do. They've tackled well, they've chased well. James Bailey's done well, and at the end of it, London Irish's very strong run of 2008 comes to an end. They'll look to regroup. Of course, they've got Perpignan in the horizon in the Heineken Cup. This may put paid to top 4 place, but they've still got so much to play for this season.
Well, Saracens and Sale meet tomorrow. One of those is going to knock each other backwards this weekend, and that's, of course, it ends in a draw, which I suppose still helps London Irish to a degree, but it means they have to win next week against London Wasps. One of our live games next Sunday. Here goes Ongera now. This could be special. When he stretches those legs, he's got Walker with him. He's had a magnificent evening, Walker. Hardly put a foot wrong. Boot comes in from Danaher, picked up by Wood. Didn't hang around, got it to James. Chance to go wide to the right here for Gloucester. It's on. Prendergast, Allen, Simpson, Daniel. Tui. Offload is good as well. Sharples.
Just a tackle.
Allen. And more of the Gloucester that we've known this season.
Ongera does what he does, doesn't he, up this short side so well. As you say, Willie Walker very close to man of the match, but Tui's impact was such that he grabbed it, but Walker's spotless most of the evening. Comes back, Simpson Daniel has a step. In case he's still arguing, he will go away an unhappy man with the way his side have been dealt with, but Gloucester deserved victors.
And Gloucester decide to go for the 3 points. They've got the
that's fine, Tony, thank you.
bonus point secure, and now they're thinking about points difference. That's good awareness in the great scheme of things. It's going to be very tight at the end of this season, not just for top 4, but for the top 2 places in those home semi-finals.
I don't think just points difference. I also think, you know what, I've got so many injuries. This game is won, it's gone. Get it off the park. Let's go in, let's have a nice warm shower and enjoy a bonus point win.
This will be the final kick of the match. Walker for those three. No, but it will be the win. And it will be a roar of relief as much as anything else from the Gloucester fans. The rot, if that is what it was, had to be stopped. Gloucester secure the win that puts the club right back on course for one of the top spots. They beat London Irish 34-14, and they were only off the table, top of the table, for a couple of hours.
And that was a result of Bath beating Newcastle a little early on today by 22 points to 11. Huge win, as well, as we said, in the context of the relegation scrap, with Worcester beating Leicester by 23 points to 19. It's opened up a 14-point gap at the bottom, and Leeds have a tough game tomorrow afternoon against Bristol. So it's Gloucester by 4 from Bath, with Leicester and Sale making up the rest of the playoff places. Mike, just the tonic you need.
Yeah, definitely. I think we can take massive bonuses out of how the forwards played today. I think they were outstanding. I thought Willie steered the ship really well, and then, you know, we've obviously worked on a little bit of luck, but we've taken our chances and it's perfect.
Not the best conditions, a bit of old Gloucester there with the forwards. I think they've been grilled all week. As Miles said, they stopped the rot. It wasn't really a rot. There are a lot of people out on international duty. They've come back, and actually they could have won the game by more. There was a lot of space out there that they didn't, but credit to Gloucester, good win.
Boys, thank you very much for your company this evening. So a very decent win for Gloucester, a bonus point as well, and they're back on top of the pile. From us all here, bye-bye.